Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again, and will take you to myself, that where I am, you may be also. And you know the way to where I am going. Thomas said to him, Lord, we do not know where you are going. How can we know the way? Jesus said to him, I am the way, and the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. John 14:1-6. Hi, you guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to all of my subscribers. Welcome. And today I'm just going to be preparing because I am on the way to a retreat, a women's retreat with a few wonderful ladies at church. And we are just going out for the weekend. I myself am retreating. Some of us are taking a retreat from the busyness of everyday life and setting out. I have prepared a few items. I just want to take a small bag with me and a backpack. So I'm using these cubes to help me pack up my belongings. This is my PJs, and I have one for my personal items and also one for my large clothes and a caddy for my toiletries. And all of them compactly store up a lot of things and keeps everything nice. I am taking along a smoothie with me for the ride and my oat milk whipped cream for some coffee and some tea. I am bringing along with me my decaf coffee, my macadamia nut milk, and some tea, as well as my vitamins, all in this backpack here. And that is something that I am taking with me with coconut water. And I do have some instant decaf coffee. Everyone is bringing something to share with the group. So I decided to pick up some Unreal bars. Those are so good. They're coconut and sweetened with monk fruit and really good. And if you haven't tried it, they're at Costco and they're really worth it. So I would recommend giving it a try and putting it in the fridge. That actually takes it to another level. So it makes it really yummy. Of course, I am taking along with me my Bible, Face to Face, praying the scriptures, and another book that I am reading, which is Radically Whole by David Gibson. It's a really good book on gospel healing for the divided heart. I really wanted to take along with me my hat for lounging by the pool, and I was told through research to just pack it along with the actual hat protector or shaper that it comes with. But I was also advised through research you can stuff the hat if you no longer have that protector or shaper. You can stuff it with some items and it should hold its shape pretty well. So I am going to be packing that along and hoping it stays and keeps its shape and does not get bent, because it took me a long time to find a nice hat that I like. So I am praying that it works out. I'm all packed up. I just am ready to take a break from the busyness and the noise and all of these things that we deal with day to day. All the husbands are watching the kiddos, and so it's a few of us ladies. I have the devotional that I will be sharing with the ladies the first night. A couple of us have some devotionals for each night we're there, and I'm to start it off. And I am just really grateful that we're able to just take a small retreat where we're all pitched in and just got a place, and we're all going to spend some time together, fellowship, and of course spend time with the Lord, which is way more important. So looking forward to it, for this little break from the everyday hustle and bustle of our lives. So everything seems to fit fine, including my hat. So I'm going to just zip this up, and hopefully, I'm hoping for the best that it will not get bent or misshaped during the travel to our little retreat location. So please join me as I prepare and get ready for the road trip. The definition of retreat states to withdraw from enemy forces as a result of their superior power or after a defeat. It's an act of moving back or withdrawing. And this world is not our own. We are placed here in the world, but our home is with the Lord. So we do sometimes have to retreat and take a break and spend some alone time with the Lord, even if it is that small break to a closet in your home. We are humans, not machines. We were made for the rhythms of silence and noise, community and solitude. It is unhealthy to always have people around. As well, it's also unhealthy to rarely want them around. God made us for cycles and seasons, for routines and cadences. We need to get alone, to be quiet more than ever before, especially with all of these technological advances. From the dawn of time, we have needed our respites, and even the God-man himself, Jesus, went out and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness. He went out to a desolate place and went up on the mountain by himself to pray alone. Getting away from time to time has always been a human necessity, but it is more pressing for us now in this modern life, especially living in urban communities, especially when things are more crowded and noisier than they've ever been before. One of the costs of technological advances, says Don Whitney, is a greater temptation to avoid quietness. And so many of us need to realize the addiction we have to noise. And that's in the book Spiritual Disciplines. You know, sometimes I feel overwhelmed by all of the noise and all of the stimulation from everything we see and hear and we're doing on a day-to-day basis. There was a small group of us that actually decided to travel away and retreat. Some are going to visit some vineyards, and a few of us are also going to hike and stay at the Verbo that we all put together to share, just to retreat away from the busyness of our everyday. With a fall retreat, we want to focus on the changes God makes within us when we allow Him to move through us. In the fall, as the leaves change to yellows, oranges, reds, and browns, we're reminded how Christ's love for us changes us as well into beautiful, colorful creations in Him. It's so easy to forget this when we get caught up in the busyness of everyday life. I want to take this time to focus back on our relationship with the one who loves us best, and that one is Jesus. We're looking forward to the fellowship and the alone time, the quiet, the time to spend with the Lord also is more important. I would much rather hear His voice than anything else. And we know we must live in this world and we are not a part of it, but We are to live in it. And it is just great that every once in a while, in our own homes and also with friends, our family, or even on our own, we can get away and drown out the noise. So here I'm just showing a little bit of this Verbo that is spacious and very, very comfortable for us all. When we first arrived, there were a few problems that we noticed, but they were quickly resolved. Praise the Lord. So it was a wonderful stay for everyone here. I decided to take one of the beds upstairs, and a few ladies took some downstairs. So there's actually, this looks like this could have been a mother-in-law suite. It has a bed out when you first walk in, and it also has a bed in this space here where the closet is. So it looks like this could have been a reading nook as well as a bedroom, and are just a very large office. So they have provided us with a lot of bed options, a lot of comfortable rest, and we're all looking forward to it. The night before preparing, I cooked some spaghetti for the family and some chicken pot pies that I cooked, and I froze the pot pies in the freezer for them to pop into the oven later, and that way everyone will be covered for the time that I am away. The breakfasts were already prepared and have some burritos available to the kids, some breakfast burritos, and their lunches for school and everything was all prepared. We're so thankful for our husbands, and we're thankful that they're able to watch the kiddos for us all and just keep an eye on them for a few days while we're away. You know, I was reading on desiringgod.org, and an article by David Mathis. He mentioned that sometimes he just catches himself thoughtlessly flipping on the radio every time he gets in the car. And mine is always on. And it's just mindless. It's just automatically on. So he mentions on occasion he'll turn it off and try to consciously be mindful of God and pray. And that is necessary for us. It really is. So why get away? In his article, he also mentions that there is benefit to be had in just letting your soul, as some Christians call it, have quiet time, highlighting the silence, time alone with God, emphasizing the solitude. These short daily stretches of engaging directly with God in scriptures and prayer are possible amid the chaos of modern life, and invaluable in guarding our heads and hearts in this noisy, crowded world. So, planning or taking a special retreat is sometimes needed. It can be fruitful to set aside special retreats and time. In different current seasons of life, it may be more realistic to take a long weekend, ideally, or do a getaway once or twice a year, or maybe once every quarter. It can be inside or out, where you're totally alone, or together with family or friends.
You're teaching me with my imperfections, reaching me when I run the other direction. I'm undone, unraveled. You're teaching me with my imperfections, reaching me when I run the other direction. I'm undone, unraveling my plans.
What we can do on a retreat is pray for God's blessing, that He will bring to light and what in life needs our fresh attention, and that His Spirit will prompt our subconscious to speak honestly to our souls. Let us not assume the voices in our heads are God's, assume that they are ours. To hear God, we need to take up the scriptures, pick up His word and read. And to the degree that our own thoughts for ourselves align with what He has set and revealed in His word for us, we need to take these as a gift from God and take them to heart. We should also we can read and meditate on the Bible, whether it's what's assigned that day in some regular reading that we're planning, or in our daily respites, or some special section that we've selected for our time away. We can also trust God to meet us in His word and lead our time in His word, not just with internal promptings, but in what His providence is for us.
You're teaching me with my imperfections, reaching me when I run the other direction. I'm undone, unraveling my plans. Make me whole again, rebuild me from the inside out, in a way only you know how. You're teaching me with my imperfections, reaching me when I run the other direction. I'm undone, unraveling my plans. Make me whole again, rebuild me from the inside out, in a way only you know how. I need a revival, something more than this shallow survival. God, I need you. God, I need you. something